Today's going to be a slightly different episode. We did discuss that we were going to do some of our own things. One of those things is our own sourdough bread, so it's the Sip Sourdough. "41 days to go till we reopen." So yeah, today's episode is slightly different. It's going to be Sip Sourdough Starter. We did this at the start of the first lockdown. However, we never actually finished it. So we are restarting. So if you want to do it yourself and join in with us, then absolutely it'd be great. Then you'll be able to taste the finished product when we're allowed to open in 41 days time. Welcome to Sip Sourdough
Stage 1.
What you will need for your sourdough starter: flour. Any type of flour, preferably plain, wholemeal, anything else like that, just not pasta flour. Some type of container to start the process in that holds at least 300 millilitres. A set of scales. Water, a proving bowl, or if you've got a bowl, use a bowl. Absolutely fine, both work exactly the same way. You need something to cover your proving bowl. A linen tea towel. Put it over the top of the bowl, it works exactly the same. Finally, what you will need for bake day, which will be in 4 to 5 days, anything that's around about 5 litres-ish, that's what your bread's going to be cooked in with the lid on top, and it just acts to keep the moisture inside there. If you've not got that, you can cook it directly in the oven. We'll talk you through that process on baking day. That's everything you need for the process of sourdough. So we're not going to bog you down with a load of technical information. We're going to do it each video in stages for what you need.
Because it is live yeast, we're going to name it.
Mainly so it doesn't get thrown away. With naming it, it makes you want to look after it.
Exactly. Step 1, jug onto the scales. The measurements are 100 grams flour to 100 grams liquid. Because we're doing 2 different flours, half in it. So it's 50 grams of wholemeal flour to 50 grams of plain flour. If you've only got plain flour, then 100 grams. Oh. Slips. 50 of the wholemeal flour. And making a mess. 50 grams of plain flour. So I've done my 100 grams of flour, and now I'm going to add 100 grams of 100.
Oh, spot on.
It was such a lie.
A little bit over. So we've got to stir it now. Yeah. This is the most important bit, because you've got to get all the water into all of it. You don't want any clumps, you don't want any dry bits. Nobody likes dry bits. Gloopy.
Yeah, gloopy. Mine's perfect.
Of course it is.
A bit like ready brick. And that's it. That's stage 1 done. What we need to do now is name it, close the lid, but not fully. It needs to be left a consistently warm place. I am going to name mine.
If you make a mistake like I did, you add a bit too much water, just add a touch more flour. There we go. So I'll show you a quick flash of what they look like inside. So that's mine, that's Jack's.
I'm going to name mine Lenny.
Susie Sourdough.
Okay, thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow for part 2 of Sip Sourdough.
Bye.
So I hope you've enjoyed the Sip Sourdough episode. We hope we enjoy the finished product, as I'm sure you all will. If you've liked it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It really does help us out massively, so thank you very much. There's a link to the Patreon page on there as well if you want to click on that and have a look. And we shall see you for episode 4 or whatever it is. We shall see you tomorrow for the next episode. Ta-ra!
Chris, you've not done the delivery.
Oh shit.